How was Ryder and Anna's experience? So
Yes.
they looked adorable. Ryder with his sunglasses. And I mean, your kid, we talked about this. My kids, I think, are too old to pull something. Hattie might be able to squeeze in there. Henry's way too old. Like, your kids are the perfect age, and their personalities were so adorable. I haven't even seen any of it except for the teaser video, and they were so cute.
It was such a cool experience.
Yeah.
Like, I think as somebody who's worked in media this whole time, like, I don't know, it was so much cooler to have them do something.
Absolutely.
And like, I was like the producer.
Yeah.
Like, I was standing there like, okay, y'all stand here, kind of like setting the scene, introducing the players to the kids and, you know, whatever. The Mavs were wonderful with this whole experience. They were excited about the idea and welcoming Ryder and Anna to the Mavs blue carpet. If people haven't been glued to our socials and don't know what we're talking about, my kids went to the Mavs Ball on Sunday night, and they got to interview the Mavericks players. And Adam, who is on our Mom Game team part owner with us here on the Mom Game, he is an amazing videographer. He and his wife actually do wedding videos. So we called on them to go out and shoot it, and it was just so cool. Ryder, I think, like, took really a lot of pride in trying to come up with thinking about it hard. He's kind of a silent thinker.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to do well, and Anna's just kind of like, ooh, like just asking silly questions, but like she asked some good questions. Like, you'll see when the clip comes out, she asked almost every single one of them. She just looked up real high, by the way.
Sure.
I think if we do it again, we need a ladder or a step stool. She'd be like, is basketball hard?
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
They would stop down and be like, yes.
And I
actually,
bet they
and maybe
probably
appreciate
welcomed it. I bet they were like, oh my God, take me back to those cute little kids to ask me questions.
Right.
You know what I mean? I did see who's the one that like got down on one knee?
So that was Guitar Slayer. So Guitar
Who's
Slayer.
that?
So he's like the guitar guy for Machine Gun Kelly. And and he also did the guitar in the NBA finals for the Mavs, in the playoffs for the Mavs. So like, he's got a relationship with the Mavs.
Okay.
And he showed up. So you know how it is as a media person. You're sitting there and you're waiting and you think you're going to get players.
Yeah.
And then they're like, do you want this guy? Do you want that guy? Oh, so-and-so.
Yeah.
Because they kind of want those people to get a little burn, get a little shine.
Absolutely.
And so they bring over Guitar Slayer. They're like, do y'all want to talk to Guitar Slayer? And we're like,
oh my gosh, you like quickly Google him.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God,
And
who's
so-
Guitar Slayer?
and so,
I'm so unhappy.
you know what
with
I
this.
did? I said, because it was quick and I'm trying to coach the kids. So I'm like, okay, yes, let's talk to them. I'm like, so Guitar Slayer, can you quickly explain your job to the kids? Well, I'm also like, to the kids so they know kind of what to ask you.
Okay.
And so he did.
Hey, pro move,
I'm a good producer.
Kudos.
Better producer than probably reporter. So this is good. And so the kids were like thinking about, and Ryder plays guitar. So it was really perfect. And so, you know, he's kind of like, this was one of our first interviews. Kyrie was like the first Mavericks player, by the way. So he got so much better as the night went on, just being like natural and all that. But with Guitar Slayer, he was so sweet, so precious. And he heard Ryder played. So then he started kind of asking Ryder some questions. Was like, oh, you play guitar? What song are you working on?
Oh my gosh.
Ryder's working on a Benson Boone, Beautiful Things, learning the chords. And he's going to sing it at his recital. Max Christie was like probably our favorite, like as far as like just going back and forth with the kids. And Ryder asked him about the difference between Dallas and LA. And he was like, good question. He like went on and he's like, you know, the weather and it's cheaper here and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He had his little disposable camera, took a picture of the kids.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, that's
and then
so
didn't know how to
cute.
do it. Like it wasn't going. He was like, oh, it's
my
broken.
God.
Had to
You
give
have to
it.
wind it. You got to wind it.
Gotta wind it, Max. And so then the Mavs played last night in the game that Kyrie got hurt in, and we're like, "Y'all come watch your friends," you know.
Oh,
so
that's
like
so
y'all
cool.
probably done that, like had that kind of feeling. And we used to have it with the Stars, and don't as much anymore. So it was really, really special, really cool. Big thank you to the Mavericks organization and those players. They're good
that's
dudes.
what I'm saying.